Alright, welcome everybody. This is Jared Napolitano, or JNAP, going live here for episode 3 of my stream series, That Time I... We got a pretty special episode tonight where I'm going to live stream a game against a teammate of mine, Connor Stubley, Britain, and I think it'll be a cool opportunity to see how the interface works, in real time, actually playing a game. The first couple episodes of this I've done just replaying old games that were interesting, watching a replay, and that was, fairly narrow. I shouldn't say narrow. It's one aspect of the new interface, and obviously playing the games is really important and a big aspect to it. So hopefully everyone can see the screen. Hopefully they can hear me okay. Let me know if not. I'm going to try to interact with the chat more than normal. It's obviously just a casual game. I told Connor, there might be a couple times where I'm a little slower than normal. But hopefully, all in all, we have a pretty good stream here, and we can put it up. And like I said at the outset of this series, hopefully we entertain a little bit. Hopefully, we find some bugs that we can report back to Eric, so we can continue to fine tune the software. And hopefully, maybe if there's some newer returning players, maybe they learn a few things too. So I'm going to play Watch Your Step. I'm going to post a table. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. I think you should be able to. I'm going to put up this Watch Your Step deck. And, I'll give a disclaimer. Obviously, this is in beta mode, so there's a couple things that might be a little, creaky or a little wonky. So this is definitely not going to be like the fastest game. I might have to log out, log back in to the interface a couple times. But hopefully it runs smooth. I've been playing more and more games recently just to try to make sure it's okay. But like right now I just hit create table and it's a little casual in doing that, so I might have to just log. I find a lot of times I'm logging back out, logging back in, and there's also some times where I see, I'll have the old interface up and it's like doing a little bit different things, so that's kind of interesting. But alright, so my table's not posted even though I hit it, so I'm going to log out and log back in. And hopefully, for all I know, maybe I did post it, maybe it was accepted. No. So, alright, we'll do open. I gotta find my decks. I don't think my decks here are shocking to most people. So I'm just gonna put, if it'll let me select, there we go. Alright, Stubley in the title, and it's posted. Is it posted? There we go. Okay, so it's up now. So I'm on a Mac desktop in case anyone's interested. This is on an application that's not on web-based. It's not at that point. I'm pretty sure Eric said it's going to ideally be ready for tablet, pretty soon after it goes live. I think phone might be tough. Also, I might be wrong about that tablet. So, Eric's on Slack. He's on the forums, obviously, too. So, feel free to reach out to him. He's really cool guy and really responsive to everything. So he can correct me or update me on the tablet and mobile rollout. So let me check in with him. Okay. So like I said, I've been playing some more games recently with this. You guys can see on the side here the collection, merchant, deck builder, stats, history, leagues. There's a lot of stuff that's like a little different than the old deck builder. Or the old interface, I should say. But a lot of it's, slightly better, if not really better. It's a lot of kind of neat things where you're like, oh, wow, that's neat. We don't have that in the old one. Like, I know I mentioned this before with the replays, but like the histories, for example, like this goes all the way back, and it's pretty easy to navigate, actually, too. So that's really neat. I'm hoping, I made a request that it could be exported as like a CSV file. So you can export all the games you ever played and lots of columns of data that can then be pivoted and be like, how many times I played against a certain person, how did I do against them, and whatnot. So that's something I'm looking forward to personally, even though it doesn't actually it's probably not going to enhance the playing, value, but it'll be neat to see that. So you can see these other games. Maybe we'll hop into them right now. I know Connor said it might be a minute. Let's see, we got Casey's playing a game, Decipher cards only. Let me, let's hop into that so you watch a game. Hopefully, everyone tuned in to Hollow Theater tonight. Saw Paul Myers and Robbie and Dan. That show's great. We've done, or I shouldn't say we. Dan is an elite host. A lot of episodes recently, and haven't really missed any weeks. So it's really awesome to have that as like the flagship of Star Wars CCG news. So I just jumped in this table and we'll see a bunch of things we got. Oh, Casey's playing Senate. Withdraw their fire. I actually reached out to him one time about this deck, and I think he told me either Hunt Down or Entanglement just kills it. Maybe both. So yeah, a lot of this stuff from a spectator view is not much different than with the replay. Obviously it's live and animated and stuff, so that's cool. Can you search or filter the history? I'll come back to this. So Connor just said he joined my game. So here we go. We'll come back to that. You can't filter it, I know that. You can search, ideally, if you get an ID, you can paste it, is one thing. Alright, so hold on. From my perspective, this looks like it's frozen, so that's not good. So a lot of this stuff, I don't know if it's my computer, I don't know if it's Mac in general, but I don't know if it's just natural kind of bugginess as it gets started. So here, I'm going to close the window real quick and just open it back up. That often works. Let me see, I might need to add a window capture back on Streamlabs. And I'm watching the stream too, just make sure you guys can see what I see. Okay, alright, so you see loading. Alright, that's what I got. I'm expecting I'll join the lobby now and my game will be there. And I have found kind of the lobby interactions to be a little more buggy than the actual games. Frankly, the games have been pretty smooth. A couple things here and there, but here we go. Alright, so let's play. We're going to play on the table, preparation. Join, we got our table. Okay to start the game, so that's similar. Alright, so we're rolling now. So Connor's playing Court, I'm playing Watch Your Step. I'm going to preface this with I'm not very good with Watch Your Step, and also because I'm trying to balance doing the stream and on this new interface, I'm probably going to miss a lot of obvious things, but that's okay. We're just having fun here. Alright, so yeah, I got my foil Docking Bay 94 that I got from one league. He's starting all wrapped up, which is going to lead to some fun stuff. So I know Joker King's probably pumped, because it's probably going to mean that we got a creature involved. So we didn't hit it for extra activation here. Got my opening hand. Not bad. I think I'll take this. Got my free ride combo to make Taco Bill happy. Alright, so a lot of the stuff you guys will see, again, like it's similar with like the auto pass, just a little different animations. There is a hover functionality. I think Eric was saying that it wasn't there or wasn't refined yet, but I think it works pretty well. Well, maybe not in Vigix. So yeah, so I'll play my grabber here. I always wonder if I should play the Quam combo to make him lose a force before he can grab it, but I have a feeling this might come in more handy to exclude a smuggler. So I still have to press OK to allow my opponent to activate whatever force. And yeah, so now it's running down. I guess, where do I need to hover to make the auto pass work? Yeah, it kind of falls back, so that's interesting. Maybe that's what he was talking about. Version 151 is probably going to drop in the near future. I'm going to play Aim High, because this is definitely a deck that, if I don't play it now, I have a possible... I may forget to play it when I need to play it. So, 99% of the time you want to play aim high against court. So we'll play another shield. Let's do aim high here. That's actually it's an emoji on the Slack chat, all because of the infamous Joe game in Texas Mini Worlds. So I guess with this approach, I mean, just tactically, I probably don't want to go. So he loses a force to his own objective with Dengar. You're not your usual Jabba scum turn 1. I don't have him as allowed to speak, but I wonder, he's activating 10. You know, I want to try to set up shop at his audience chamber? I don't know. He could pull ships from reserves. I probably don't want to. I don't really have much evasion. He's drawing. He's got 14 cards in hand. I wonder what he's digging for. So he passes the turn to me. So I'm going to activate Max. And we're going to grab either Corellia or Kessel. Pass. Pass. He plays double back V to go fetch Forlom, Boba, or Dengar, but he top decked his one of his Dengars, I'm sure. So he gets Forlom V, so he can start cycling. It's a personal favorite, I think, of Gemp Tom. I always see him playing Forlom and just cycling his destinies, or cycling his cards, I should say, setting up good destinies. Alright, so deploy, let's go grab something from a reserve deck. So we got my reserve, and I whiff, verify, so both my systems are my force pile. That's awesome. And yeah, there it is. So he gets to see it, so that kind of sucks. Let's see, so do I really just want to throw like Dash and Outrider out? Probably not. It might almost be a better turn just to draw, play it safe. He has one saved. If I throw Luke here, I don't have like Hujix or Evasion. You can get some aliens out pretty quickly, pretty cheaply. And he's got 14 cards in his hand, so I think I'm just going to play it safe, which might be the bad move here, because now I got to lose a force. But we'll peel something. Obi-Wan. So hopefully I find one of my systems some more kind of get out of jail free cards, perhaps, so I feel a little more comfortable going to ground or space. And so there's Dash. I gotta get one of these systems. Equal Secret Plans. I get Rescue. I don't like this. Alright, so yeah, let's get some action here. So we're gonna throw out Rescue to the table, which is kind of a cool animation feature here. He doesn't grab it. Yeah, let's grab Control Tunnel Vision. Because we'll definitely be able to get what we need. Let's play our free ride combo, just to kind of stay above or below 13. And what do I reveal? I don't want to grab my interrupt. Nope. The one card I definitely knew he had. Of course, love when that happens. Let's draw another. Let's see if I can find these systems. Alright, there's one Corellia. Yeah, I feel like I need more fighting forces. Let's just draw. P scan and use that for FET if we need to. He didn't take the bait. Let's go one more, and then let's save two. Alright, so we got our other system. Cool. It sucked to kind of burn the Control Tunnel Vision on getting something that should be pulled normally. Alright, so I'm going to allow him to activate up to the max. We need to get some battles, because some of that stuff's really neat, the different animation. So he deploys Java sideways. He's Java sideways. Alright, so he's got some, oh wow, he's got some wild stuff in here. Ranker Pit, Hunting Party, Trapdoor, Feltapern. That's a lot of characters. Alright. Yeah, so going to Atlantic, or the, about to say Atlantic City, it's late. Going to the audience chamber is probably a trap. So maybe I should just try to stack the Cantina, stack Kessel, do Kessel Run, get some damage through, go from there. But he's probably just going to keep battling into me, get his retrieval. I don't know why Java sideways, so that looks like a bug. So Eric, if you watch this, I don't know what happened to Java. Maybe he had a few too many jury juices and was taking a nap. The Proxima. Yeah, so, and I wouldn't be surprised if he has some barriers on none-shell passes. I think we just saw a none-shell pass, right? I don't think going there is going to be a good idea. I have a couple interrupts I wouldn't mind playing, but I don't want him to grab. I kind of wish I had like something I could bait him into grabbing. Alright, so we're going to activate a bunch. Let's start throwing stuff on the table. We're going to search our reserve and we're going to check. So dash we have in our hand. Wedge, maybe we look for Pulsar Escape. In a pinch, play all wings to pair up something we really want to pair up. But like maybe grab Pulsar, pull Mirax, and then put Wedge, and that's a pretty formidable force. I feel like good players who play Watch Your Step, I think I said this before on one of my other streams, I feel like they're really good at knowing when to put Kessel out and when not to put Kessel out, and I don't. I just always want to... Alright, so we'll put Projection of Skywalker out here to not let him draw. And let's check our reserve before we... Yeah, so we have no ships in here, that's great. In terms of matching people, we don't have Falcon Imperial. Mirax is in here. So, I think I should probably want to put like Han. Like maybe I control tunnel vision for Falcon, get Han. I don't know. Probably gonna make some suboptimal decisions here. Yeah, let's throw Kessel out. This is definitely something that a good Watcher Step player probably wouldn't do. Let's deploy Outrider. Do I want to deploy Pilot from hand? Yes. Let's do Dash. Click where to deploy Dash and Outrider. Let's throw them here. Kessel. For a nice 5 force. We'll throw our Admiral's Order out to give it a little extra immunity. And what else? Do we want to do anything else? So he has Battle Order. Do I want to throw a Wedge on that? I definitely want to do something else on that, right? I'm not gonna. She's better if I could deploy her when I can utilize Elvers. But I don't want to leave Wedge. Yeah, let's just throw Wedge out here again. I'm not doing this probably the best I should gameplay wise, but that's not the main goal here. Alright, so set up my drain 3. I'm gonna eat the... Do I even want to put Kessel Run out quite yet? Yes, I think I'm supposed to, right? You kind of want to do this early, yeah, because there's all the things that benefit from it. I'm definitely going to have 4 cards in my lost pile at that point. 5, 3. I did have Elders in there, so that's interesting. This is way quicker than... I feel like the Kessel Run and the current Gemp interface is really slow. Maybe it got a little better. I did it in 4. I mean, ideally you want to do it in 3, right? You want to... odd numbers are better, or unless you got Han, which I probably should have done. control tunnel vision for the Falcon, Squassen to get Han from reserve. That's probably what I should have done, so now I gotta lose a force. I should have just played. Oh, that's for right combo, that's fine. It's down one goes to used. Let's see how this is gonna work. So I can hover so I can see which one do I want to send. Probably if I send Ellers there, then I know that I don't know where I don't not Rio. I probably clicked the wrong one. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, so I have to click on what is going on here? Oh, now I got to choose a card. Okay. Just get used to the wrong functionality. So I clicked on Ellers. Barrier would be nice here. Got a couple more dudes. Alright, that works. Alright, this is good. Just drew 4 characters. So now I can kind of maybe doom stack the Cantina. But he was going to have tricks. He's going to have all these capturing tricks, so it could get ugly. I'm not sure if these cards are still a little small, relative to the board. It's tough with a lot of this stuff. It's different, and we're also comfortable using that old interface that some of it's just adjustment period. Whether some people are like, oh, I don't like it, but it's just going to take a while to get used to. I mean, it's really neat, it looks great, but just when you're actually doing it, there's a little bit of a learning curve to get comfortable with it. But like a lot of things, like I think I compared this like when Fangraphs or websites update their whole layout. At first, you're like, oh man, I don't know where anything is, and then pretty quickly you know where it is and how to use it, and where to go, and then you forget what it was like ever before. So this is just really exciting that we have this new thing in the works, and it's coming down the pipe this year. All right, so this is probably a mistake. Should I pull Goldenrod? What a 2-force, probably gonna make a huge difference. So he's gonna put a couple dudes there. Maybe I just doom stacked Tatooine with Wildcard and a bunch of smugglers. My activation is still 14, not bad. All 16 total. Maybe if I control tunnel vision for a card. Yeah, it should be out. So we know Ellers is in there. Yeah, I can pull another one. So he's putting a bunch of dudes. He's got 1 bounty hunter on there for his extra 5/4 for the breeze. I think eating these court pings is not the end of the world since I have this castle run in the works. The key is going to be obviously remembering to save enough for secret plans on their turn, because that's what I'm going to need to save. Alright, so now he's putting some pressure on, so now do I want to try to fight Jasper? Stop that drain at 2, or do I want to go to space? I mean, when I saw that verify, I'm trying to remember if I saw which Boba Fett, if it's worth just playing this perimeter scan. Get the shield. Alright, I got CAD. So I got a couple smuggler numpties. If I go down here, I got to make sure I have enough for a counter beat. Now I got automatic response. 26. Let's do. I know which one I clicked. Is Java sideways for you? So Connor's also on the beta testing team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's playing on the new interface as well. You can ask him. I'm also using the new UI. Okay, yes, so he is. He's normal on the regular one. Alright, so he's got battle order out. Yeah, he's gonna pull resistance here, I'm guessing. No, he didn't. Alright, let's take advantage of that. Click, drain for 3. I do not want to control my own drain. Got a cool little force drain. Force remaining to lose. Yeah, why don't we just like... I don't think he's going to be playing lateral damage. I don't know if I need... Elor's up in space. Alright, so let's do battle first. We want a weapon. And all our aliens are going to be power +1 at the cantina. We flip. But I have Obi, and this is the key thing with watch your step. Another reason it takes, you kind of want to get a lot of reps, and you follow what's in your lost pile a lot better, the more comfortable you are playing it. I know we had Obi and Frigate, and so we got Eller's. What else is in here? We got a Falcon, which we can match that for Han, right? Alright, so we picked Eller's. He gets downloaded there. The freighters are deploy -1, so that would only be... I probably need him on the ground. If you completed Castle Run... Yes, this is going to be awkward, so now... Automatic responses to the Castle Run. I want to save a bunch of... No. My turn and then his turn, yeah, and then it gets completed, so I don't want to over-deploy here. Maybe I will... Yeah. I don't think he's going to clear 2 of my guys, so let's just battle. If he has Stunning Leader, that's a good reason why I held the Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi combo. Why is it not clicking on pass? A bunch of things are lit up. There we go. Let's battle the Cantina. Or maybe he reacts with Greedo. No Greedo. Alright, let's fire at Jack. He's defense value 6, right? Defense value. Oof. So you can right click to get the info the way you would before. Forfeit 9. Maybe was like. I'm definitely not going to eliminate both of them. Probably not a great line of play here. Where's the defense value? 6. Yeah, so we're going to fire at Cat. Hopefully we draw 5. Not good. So this might be a very, very poor line of play here. I need to draw 5/5 to clear them both. So actions on him. These are some pretty recent. I think I called these out on the stream I did. What was that, Sunday? A few days ago, episode 2. But there's these new like things during battle. Oof, that's really bad. 2/2. So I'm gonna kill one of his dudes. He's got what, 6 cards in hand to come back at me with. He draws a 7. Oh man. So this is really bad. And I'm gonna have to. None of these guys. I gotta lose 2 of these guys. I don't know who just I just drew. This might be a quick game, guys. Right? It actually would have been good if I was a Darkseid character. Yeah, let's lose these guys. Let's lose on me. I mean, I don't know anybody can react. I just gotta hope he doesn't have a lot of characters in his hand, I guess. And I really want to save the 4th Force for Secret Plans, so I can get some cards back. Oh, he's gonna capture. Oh boy. We're gonna see a Sarlacc, or we're gonna see a Rancor. Probably Rancor, because we saw the Rancor pit, we saw those trapdoors. But maybe they need to put like a jetpack. The jetpack's a separate card with the Mandalorian armor, right? I think I need to move Val. Well-known person to counter beat, so let's move her here. And let's just save Force. Choose another card. Let's just grab this one. Do all wings. So I think what's left is a few maneuvers. Save the Force, pass. Something I asked Eric about that maybe more down the line, but like it'd be cool if like you do animations, like if you blow up the Death Star or blow up the bunker, or any other stuff that gets blown up by epic events, the main power generators. There's some like fireworks type things. Those would be really cool. um, I've never played, what is it, Hearthstone, I think it is, but I've seen some videos of it here and there on like Twitch. It seems like there's a lot of animation in games like that, so I wonder if we kind of gradually get closer to that. Not like an arcade game, but so we got a revert. Some little wonkiness here. I don't know if this needs to be done, but /BR, if that needs to be cleaned up or not. It's just fine for now. So we just had a revert, and this is this is when I think Bill used the phrase trippy, because all these cards come from all these different angles and get reset. Now that we had our revert. Yeah, and there was a while when I started playing this Watcher stuff that I was like, this Kessel Run, man, if you get an even number, I guess that's why you just kind of have to do Han. Because either you're going to draw 3 high ones, 3 high destinies, and okay, cool. You can do it on your turn when you have more force at your disposal. Or if you do have even, you can pluck the last card at your own convenience. As Proxima reveals 2 cards of Boba Fett on them and Luke being dragged by a Wampa. So yeah, so obviously Kessel Runs are powerful. I've heard some horror stories about how I don't know. What would good Watcher Step players do? Would they cancel this drain, or would they save this to find a card? Let's just cancel. Yeah, so if you kind of control when exactly the Kessel Run gets completed, and you can do a second, you could loop some interrupts. There are some ways you can get kind of on a... It can really be tough for Dark, but I don't know. I have been overwhelmed with Watcher Step, playing as it or playing against it quite yet. I think a deck like Court can be tough for it too, because it just has a ton of characters. You can just keep throwing at it. And it's got aim high, and it's got that big forfeits. They can deal with the extra battle destiny. They have tricks of their own. They got a handful of weapons. Their space is good. I actually think, I just saw in the lobby chat that in the Coruscant League in Game 1 of our final event, I know Ryan played against Taco Bill, and Ryan won as Court versus Watcher Step. I don't need Menace Fades in this matchup. So yeah, my understanding is that Court's a pretty good matchup against Watcher Step, which is why stuff like these cards were made to try to help equalize it. But I don't want to play it because it's just going to get grabbed, and then it would be better if I could play in a situation where I can then cycle it, or if I need it to, like if you put Doctor of Oz and combo down, I could play that and he doesn't get a Battle Destiny. It might be a card that's better off holding right now than just to try to cram through a ping of 1. So he didn't find anything with Proxima, which might mean I might get really lucky. He's got 7 cards in his hand. Is it possible that none of them are characters to come beat down Val here? Or maybe he's banking on me having something like Dodge to react away, but he probably has 2 or 3 react cancelers, I'm betting. Alright, so now he's reinforcing. This is going to become an issue. But I can, ideally I just go to one of these other systems, get Ultimatum going. Alright, verify reserve deck. So he's got his Rancor Pit, 3 hunting parties down there. This is spicy. I don't think he wanted to do that. I think he knew. Did he know? Did he grab anything yet? I don't know. But maybe we'll get another revert with a trippy action. Just Boba Fett. And Boba Fett's blaster rifle, which I've never seen this deck used in anything besides. Let's just play this now. Anything besides carbon chamber testing. But he's probably does Hunting Party Does that ping? No, it pings when your bounty hunter or your Trandoshan capture somebody, I thought. I wonder what he's going for with the gun, because it's not going to reduce my forfeit. He can battle and swap for something. Maybe hidden weapons. But he's got another. Yeah, so he's going for a beat here, luckily. I got some extra forfeit with the objective. I'm going to be appealing here. I have my aim high out. Alright, so he goes to battle phase. So maybe this might not be too bad. He's not a smuggler, and even if he goes, why? Oh, never mind. I like him. I like him in Shadow Collective. And Carbon Chamber Testing, he's good too. Draws on battle, that's not able to otherwise. So he's exchanging. Let's see what he's fishing out here. I guess I'll try to shoot Hondo. He's at only 3, whereas Bo was up 5. Or he's just going to try to hit him weapons. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. No, immediately lost. Okay. I don't know. If I was him, I would have preferred overflow. I don't think he can all wrapped up now. He flips me back. That's fine. You ever have those situations where your opponent's battling, you know, they like operate and you're like, sometimes it's better if they do something like that. When I was in Worlds, I played against Chris Kelly and Sitco, and I force pushed Luke out of the battle. I think I discussed. Connor said that's not what I wanted. I think I discussed it. I think I was like 90% certain he had a Hoojix. So I was like, I don't want to horse around here and let Luke wipe out 3 or 4 of my dudes and then just get redeployed again and me be on my back heel, even though it was like 22-8 or something. It was some crazy thing. Yeah, good catch, Justin. So, yeah, I've got a bug down here. It definitely said that I flipped. I remember seeing that. Yeah, this place. Alright, let me turn off the auto scroll. What is Hondo? Take a look in here. I don't know if it's just my mouse or just a Mac, but the scrolling on here is a little. I think it's overly sensitive. Well, now I don't know what's going on. I can't really scroll. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it said that I flipped that. Alright, so now he's just going to stack Cantina with 3 dudes. There's a chance I might have just thrown Luke there. So, oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I don't even retrieve my castle run. I mean, I'm really bad with launcher stuff. I feel like I never get that working, and it should be like a slam dunk thing to get working. I'll just activate Max. So he's at 28. I'm at 29. Cards face down. So I'm actually up a little bit. He's definitely got poor position. He still hasn't pulled resistance, dude. Is he shield busted? It's definitely a net positive to pull Coward over resistance, that's for sure. Stopping me from getting 4 back to, until he can find maybe his shield puller. No, I don't think so, Joe. I mean, I think, well, not that I'm aware of. The best thing I would think is going, like, just leaving, hitting leave and then come back. Let's try, oh, there is a reload. Alright, so let's try that. Good point. Let's try reload. Hopefully I didn't, like, auto-concede or something. No, so that even, like, logged me out, basically. Play on table. I think Connor probably has the same situation because he's got a sideways job as well. So this is taking a little bit of time to get reloaded. Alright, so back to my control phase. What do I want to do? Do I want to throw Luke on the ground? He only has 4 cards in hand. He probably has an Ellis, but that's okay. I have Help Me Obi-Wan Kenobi combo. Maybe I... let's check the reserve first. Let's see what... Maybe the Falcon's in there. I could put Lando with it. Nope. And there's no ships. So, I could... Do I just put Theron, flip? I could play Control Tunnel Vision then, but let's just do that. Again, not going to overthink anything here. It's more of like a demonstration. Is this a freighter wild card? We'll get the deploy. Yeah, so it gets the deploy reduction with Corellia V. Alright, so let's throw out this, put it here. Maybe we'll just stick Theron on it. So, Castle Run going out of play there, does that mean... This is another thing too, it says void for my out of play cards. But I had a game recently where we both had out of play cards, and the opponent's out of play cards didn't say void. So I thought that was interesting. You know, all these smugglers that play... Again, this is a casual game, so the chat, if you guys tell me you don't feel like you're cheating or something, but if the Castle Run goes out of play and I don't retrieve, it's still completed, right? I just didn't get the retrieval. So I can still do this wonky stuff with Lando. Once per game if you have completed Castle Run, new turn. Alright, let's put Theron up here. Yeah, and this is probably another reason why people don't put Kessel out too early. Instead, they go to Tatooine. It's only drain 1 versus 3, but then you get I'll take the leader to actually working in your favor. You can use like it's a hit if you need to. You can move away from there later for free. You don't give them a chance to kind of set up here. All those things that good Watcher Step players do. And then do I just want to... He only has 4 cards in his hand. Do I have any good... I have a Control Tunnel Vision. I plan to use that. Well, I can just use it from Lost to cancel one of these drains. Let's just pass. Okay, thanks, Justin. Yeah, I think that makes sense. How do I get to the card? If I click on the out of play card, right click. So this is interesting. Usually you can see all the cards that are out of play when you click on the out of play thing. Right click. Yeah, so I can only see this. That might be something that needs to be updated. It looks like I can only have access to the top cards of my out of play, which I don't think that should be right. I think we should be able to, at least in the way it is now, you click on the out of play field and it shows all the cards are out of play. Like, no idea, you'll do that a lot. So how many of my 6 out of play cards are actually spies? Alright, so I got It's a Trap. That's cool. So that may buy me some time. Let's just leave that. He does have first strikeout, so if I play Control Tunnel Vision from Lost, cancel one of these drains, then I'd leave myself, then I can't play It's a Trap. But let's play a little risky. Let's assume in his 4 card hand he doesn't have like 3 characters. And I'm not too worried about these guys, because even if he plays like Ellis, I got my sideways chop. That's awesome. Oh, now this is a drain of 3, but I have ultimatums. So that's good. So that's on 2 action. Just peel a few. We're going to lose Perimeter Scan. And we're going to lose a Town card. Yeah, probably should have had control. Alright, so we lost Chewbacca, on Virtual, and Rebel Barrier. Oh, that might come in handy. So yeah, now I got a couple of Asian things that are available to me. I'm going to drain for, looks like 3 because he doesn't have resistance. Scheduled 3 to, but this only, the force drain bonus on the Admiral's order is only if I occupy the system, right? To occupy is related to systems you occupy. Alright, so he cycles in Forlom. Yeah, so again, if anyone just as a general refresh, so this is the new UI, which I'm 90% sure stands for Universal Interface for Gemp. It's still in beta. I'm on the beta testing team, hoping to roll this out. Once it's ready, but that's going to be up to Eric Lands, who's the creator, and I'm not sure exactly how who makes the ultimate shot. I'm sure it's probably his. It's his baby, but I know he's getting support from the multimedia team that Matt Carulli oversees. So sooner the better, but at the same time we don't want to roll it out too soon, and then people are saying, "Oh, this is buggy and doesn't work." So he throws Aura out. Maybe we just miss a trap and then try to counterbeat. Does that make sense? Or do we want a barrier? Yeah. Well, let's rely on it's a trap. User interface, not universal interface. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, and I think when they did the World Championship final, when they first unveiled this, I feel like February stuck out to some people. And I don't know, that could be February 1st, it could be February 20th, it could be the end of the month, and we're already at January 13th, tomorrow's the 14th. Alright, so he puts 3 guys down. But in the meantime, I thought it'd be kind of cool just to kind of give community kind of a preview of what's coming. I actually just did a video earlier today. If anyone watching is a new returning player, especially, the video was geared especially towards people that are have never used Gemp before and just like, what do I do here? So that's the video tutorial that will accompany the guide that I drafted last summer. And the link, when you go to login, it says video tutorial right below your login screen. That'll be updated soon to send to this new video, which is now almost 5 years newer than the last videos that it was pointed to that were all like 2016. So hopefully that has some value to people. But so part of me is like, oh, it's kind of ironic that we're on the new interface and now I'm kind of helping people get familiar with the old interface. But the old, I don't think it's going to go away, which is good. Some people might prefer it. Some people might just be more comfortable with it. I know, in late last year, preparing for Worlds, I wanted to play on the old a little bit more just because I could play more games, more comfortable, get more reps in, and preparing for Worlds. Now, there's not quite as much of a push to get volume in, so I'm playing a little more active with this. Alright, so he's got a lot of characters out. This might be like a slog of a game, but I don't really have any retrieval engines, and he does. So, I would bet we're going to get to a point where it's like, I just can't break through. That was like when I was playing my 10th game of Worlds against Bastion. I was no idea. He was carbon chamber testing and had scum going. I was like, how do I ever break through this? Because he's just always going to have characters to throw at me. He's going to retrieve the characters. If Cord or any type of scum really get up and running, it's tough to break through, which is why mains are good to kind of just take the audience chamber and turn on scum, and that goes a long way. So is he ship docking here? Yeah, he's ship docking Ellis to the space cruiser. This was a question I had like a week ago or maybe 2 weeks ago. This is not, it deploys and moves like a starfighter. Maybe the non-virtual is. So I wasn't positive that a capital starship could ship dock if it said deploys and moves like a starfighter, like Wildcard does. But I think the issue was that my capital, it was Leia's resistance transport had been barriered. So if you barrier, you can't be ship docked. You can't do ship docking. Alright, so he's got a lot of, maybe one of my benefits here, if he like over deploys, that might be one of my paths to victory here. So now I had it to trap my lost pile, so if I needed to, I could spend a lot of force to play it again. I'm not going to be able to crack through this, this stuff here. So he moves Aura over. He's trying to trap Luke. Let's see, so we're going to do our, get a couple drains through. He's at 28. I'm at 27. I could, if I were to play Control Tunnel Vision to fetch a card out, what would make sense? I'm not going to be able to fight this. If I get another ship out, cool, I have another Drain to 1. That's not good. I probably want another character. He definitely has like a hidden weapons, probably. I probably want another character to maybe throw 3 smugglers at Aura, but then I'm going to lose 2 probably. Or do I want to fight into hidden weapons? Probably that. Yeah, let's do that. So let's just drain first. You know, I lost Chewie. Would be a good source of just power. Just try to overwhelm these guys. Which Jasper is forfeit. Well, he was 9 at the Cantina, so I'm guessing he's like 8 here. No, it was 1 less icon, and he doesn't get the bonus from the site, so he's probably 7. Let's right click on him. Yeah, forfeit 7. He's forfeit 5. So I need to draw 8 basically to clear him. And that's... And now that I'm flipped, I guess I could use Squadron Assignments to see what's in my reserve. So let's do that. Let's reveal Rio, because I don't think I want Lando. I don't want to match with the Falcon. There's a Pulsar Skate. Nah, not the best Destiny. There's transparency behind it. I'm not sure if I like that or don't like that. But like, maybe that's a little buggy that these numbers are all showing for the power at the sites. Go either way on that. Okay, let's just throw a bunch of characters at... Do I want to use his text? I like his text. I like him in Quiet Mind Colony. Destiny 4, use a species for Ancient Watering Hole. Good smuggler pilot to throw on the wild card. I guess let's not do that. I could play All Wings, grab Mirax. Oh, now I can't match her up because I already burned my squadron assignments. Let's just throw Lando here too. Lando, where are you going? Alright, he's there. Oh, and I could have activated another one too. That's okay. Let's pick a fight. See how this goes. I'm gonna bet he has hidden weapons. I'm gonna return to my hand, right? What? Battle's just initiated. I could get the it could be worse, right? Yeah, let's go get it could be worse. Now I'm probably gonna draw the 2 too. Yeah, let's go All Wings. This will help mitigate some damage. Just actions. It's probably prompted me to play It's a Trap from Lost, which I don't want to do that in a battle. Although I have heard that it happened once before. I think he said he did it at the NPC. For some reason. Maybe it was NPC, maybe it was something else. It had some value in, in a no idea deck. Alright, so 2 Battle Destiny. Of course I draw Mirax with a 3. It's prompting me probably to play Frigate from Lost Pile to add. Oh, nice. Alright, so it's an 8, and what did we say? He's only, so that's going to get both these guys. He didn't have hidden weapons in his 3-card hand. That's cool. He draws Trapdoor, and we'll probably battle winners. Oh, can I steal Starfighter? Let's take a look. No. Okay, that would have been fun. I think I did that once. I stole Slave 1, and then I just lost it to 4-string next turn. I think it was later in the game. Alright, so I owe some attrition of 5. Got my smuggler forfeit bonus. What am I missing here? Why is he only 3/3? Oh, he canceled it with Jodo. That's right. Nice. So that didn't work out too well. Yeah, I think I might prefer there's a little more lines in the chat that are visible. There's also, I think I'll pull it up in a second. Do I want to just stay here in front of Jazz? Yeah, sure. Let's draw a few. Maybe we'll control this. Control this guy. It could be worse, this guy. So got a drain of 1 through. I really need some cards in my hand. Now we got 2. Yeah, looks like my computer's struggling. I don't know. I don't have too much else going. I have the Streamlabs, obviously. I got Twitch. I got Slack. I'm debating about getting a new computer just has more processing power. I think my internet's pretty good. But stuff like this with being an application. People who know more about computers than me in the chat can let me know if some of this struggle city. It might just be that the system still needs to get more adapted to being on a Mac. It might be that my computer's almost 8 years old, or who knows? It might be my internet. All right, so I just drew a bunch. All right, we got another Luke. Let's save a bunch of force. This card does a bunch of. This is the Mario Kart card that I call it. I stole that from. There was a Fangraphs article that talked about how what if the rules of baseball like favored the team that was behind, kind of like if anyone ever played like Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey, or I feel like all Madden mode sometimes is like that, where all of a sudden the whoever's losing gets a lot of breaks and things go well. But I think this is a way to kind of equalize the game. So let's hover over it because it does like 3 or 4 different things. If you have 2 smugglers on table, choose one. And that's not necessarily exactly that reads as exact, or at least 2. Adam's probably involved in proofing this, so I'm sure that's deliberate for a reason. If you have 2 smugglers, or if there's more, activate on force. I don't think that's it. Maybe we should just click it and see what happens. Let's, oh, he's got Ballatique, so I can't control tunnel vision this. And if I have to play, it could be worse. I gotta use 3, even though it stops a drain at 2. Alright. That was not ideal. Let's just do it. So there's any newer players out there, so even though I have Ultimatum, and I only have to lose 2 force, the way the interaction works is it could be worse than to play. You have to spend 3 for it. Even though some people, you might think intuitively that you only need to spend 2, but that's not the case. I don't play control tunnel vision to cancel the Cantina drain, just to try to buy me some more time here. Although my life force is getting pretty low. He's going to grab that with the shield. Watch your step shield. And I got another force. What should I toss? I kind of want to use Melos to go attack here. It's a hit. That was my backup for its worse right there. Somebody I know plays its worse sometimes. But obviously this card makes a lot of sense in this deck anyway. But will I need this the rest of this game? I'm not going to win Tatooine, right? And it's possible I could play from Lost if I need it in a pinch, or if I have enough force active. So he's going to use Nalhutta. He actually gets Bounty. OG Bounty. I actually thought for like a split second of throwing that in Agents of Black Sun, because if there was any way to take advantage of that control phase move with your bounty hunters on top of Shizer's bounty, but it just didn't make sense. It's like a 65th card, but in this capture deck that Connor has, it can be a good way to get him some retrieval. So he's probably, this dungeon is really far if that's what he wants to deliver. My guy Elwer's here, get some force back. So here comes Cad. He's going to be able to cancel the immunity. Oh boy, alright, so this is getting bad. And I don't have the force to... What does this do? Maybe it allows me to activate 2? But I don't think 2 is going to cut it. I can get to 5. Or I already burned my play from Lost for the turn. And Hana's zooming on the table, so I can only activate 1. Yeah, so this could be bad. He's gonna get force back. This does not look like I'm going to win. I could swap. What do I want to swap for? Let's choose card from reserve deck. Do I have 2 of these in the deck? Interesting. I did not remember doing that. I definitely want Luke. And he burned his grabber, right? Alright, I should just stop playing these cause pings. I think it's 9 unique too, right? This card is so strong. Yeah, it's 9 unique. Maybe that'll be my, but I don't want to play it during battle. I'm just gonna gotta pay to use it. If you like hidden weapons and capture Luke, I could then pick up Lando, right? Because he doesn't have the unless alone the way like General Grievous does. Oh, draws the Ranker for Battle Destiny. So he actually only drew a total of 3? Oof. And I drew a 5. Nice. So he's gonna all wrapped up though, my Lando. But little capture cards. So CAD goes. I don't want to lose Luke because I don't really have any place to put the other Luke. So let's just lose Lando. And if I lost Luke, I could put Malos there. I got 2 Battle Destiny. I don't know. Maybe kill both his guys. Maybe have Malos left over. But yeah. I definitely don't want to drag this out, but I definitely want to be able to show people kind of this angle of playing a game. So I have 17 force, he has 20, and then our hands are, I have a couple more. So he's gonna, looks like maybe move his guys over. But yeah, he'll start retrieving force that way. This is going to be downhill fast. Do I even have any like random tricks I could do? I'm not gonna kick him off Tatooine. You know, maybe I can drain for 3 and 1. What does that really get me? I think he's going to do fine. So I think I'm going to concede here. How many turns in we got? We got 6 turns in. I'll just finish my turn and then we'll concede. But yeah, there's no way I'm cracking through kind of this wall of characters and ships that he has on Tatooine. And hopefully people in the chat can confirm to me that I do think this matchup is tough. Although Connor's got a lot of wonky stuff in here for the fun capture angle. But I think just in general, Court does well against Winterstead. Do I want to even activate Max? I can't do anything with Luke. Malos isn't going to do much. He's probably going to hit Luke, and then I lose Malos too. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Maybe I'll just draw up. No. Maybe I don't even want to force a battle. Maybe I'll. Well, no, I activated everything. Almost everything. Yeah, I did everything. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk Connor and everything. I'm gonna see wrap up the stream. Okay, so and so conceding there's like this white flag here that's kind of cool, and there is you will lose a game if you do this. Because there's not the other things. Settings. Yeah, there's a couple cool things that you can do. You can disable. Most of these are pretty familiar to people. But we're going to wave the white flag. And there's actually, it prompts you, are you sure? This will count as loss in leagues and tournaments. Nice. It automatically sends us back to the chat. So this is something I just brought up to Eric a couple hours ago, and that's going to be fixed in version 151. All right, so yes, I'm gonna wrap this up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed watching this. You know, like we found a bunch of bugs. That's kind of one of the main purposes of this. That when people talk about this thing being in beta, these are the types of things that we want to keep working through, and that Eric can keep refining, so that when this is ultimately dropped to a broader audience, it's in good shape and it's smooth and there's no issues. So hopefully you guys enjoy tuning in. Again, this is Jared Napolitano, JNAP, and hopefully if you guys enjoyed this, follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna do some more in the series here. I'm gonna try to mix it up. I'm not gonna always do game replays. I'm not gonna always do live streams. Maybe I'll do one of like a deck builder session or one with a merchant section. Kind of just different things to explore, because I would think that it's not going to substantially change. So hopefully a lot of this stuff sticks, but we'll do a diversity of different functionality with the new system. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate it. Appreciate interacting with you guys in the chat. And have a good night, and I'll see you guys around. Take care. Thanks. Bye.